Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Bethany. Here on my channel you can find all things homemaking. Today's video is going to be a lot different than what I normally post later in the week, but I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about some changes that are going to be happening to my channel. I also wanted to talk to you about kind of like a new life update, and then going to share with you kind of how the garden is going and how the indoor garden is going, and then I've gotten some requests to show what I do for some school for the kids, like what workbooks I use, and kind of going to talk about what I'm going to do with my son come this fall when my daughter is in school, and just kind of what we're going to do. So just it's going to be like a chatty kind of vlog about you know, what's going on and what's new. So let's start with the channel changes. I'm going to start with the channel changes because that does affect this current video. If you hear the dryer going in the background, I'm so sorry. This is the best time that I could run the dryer because this is so random, but our energy company charges 50% more during peak times in the summer. So you have to wash and dry your clothes during certain times, otherwise you're charged 50% more energy, which I think is crazy, but it is what it is. So that's why the dryer is running. But back to the channel changes. So if you've noticed, this video posted on a Thursday. So I'm going to continue my Sunday resets. I'm going to continue my Tuesday grocery hauls. And then instead of a Friday video, I'm going to post them on Thursdays and just see how this works out for a while. It doesn't seem that Fridays are very hot days. It doesn't seem like a lot of you are here on Fridays, which is totally fine. I know you guys have lives and I appreciate when you are here. I just figured I would try some other things and just see if something works better. So we're gonna try Thursdays, and for my Thursday videos, what you can kind of expect to see in those is the things you don't normally see, like my Sunday resets and grocery hauls. So my Thursday videos might be a day in the life, coming along with me to see what we do for the day, or there might be some canning in there, maybe some recipes. That might be when I post some of my like prepping content, when I have some new prepping content to share with you, garden updates, just kind of all the things that you wouldn't normally see. And then of course you have my Tuesday grocery hauls, which are pretty basic in itself, whatever I get for the week for groceries. And I'm hoping to maybe share some more maybe like fridge cleanouts and pantry cleanouts within those videos as well. And then the Sunday resets are going to be all the cleaning motivation to get you ready for the week, as well as maybe prepping some food as well. If I prep food, I'm going to go ahead and share that in that video. But I just wanted to go ahead and kind of give you an update as far as times changing for my channel and what I'm going to be doing in each video. And if you have video requests, I would love to hear them down in the comments. I'm always open to you guys letting me know if there's something you want to see. And if there is something you want to see, it might not be just a dedicated video about that, because YouTube is weird about that kind of stuff, but it might be included in a video. So definitely make sure you read like the titles and really look at the thumbnail, because if you want to see some canning recipes, I would probably share that, but it might be in like a day in the life type video or a get it all done type video with some other content in there as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and share that for the channel updates and just kind of let you guys know what's going on there. Okay, so as far as the life update, if you guys have been here a while, you guys know that I have an Etsy shop, and I was making t-shirts and all the different items. But the Lord had given me a vision a while back of something a little bit different than what I was doing. And initially, I didn't really know what to take of that and what to do with it, so I kind of just prayed about it and seen where it led from there. And there was a few different options that it could have went down, but the end result is a friend of mine from my church was also creating designs, and she didn't really know why the Lord was having her create these designs, but he was giving her these designs to create and you know, to just make items with them. And so we kind of put our heads together and did a lot of praying about it, and it was revealed that her and I were to start a new Etsy shop and create handcrafted items to help spread the word, spread the gospel, evangelize, and glorify the Lord. And so that is something new that we're going to be doing. So you might see, pictures of the stuff that I make here on YouTube in some of my videos, or if you follow on Instagram, there will definitely be pictures over there. I've already shared a few pictures of kind of what we're doing, but we're going to be releasing some new items soon. We're going to be doing hand-painted prayer journals, or just journals, whatever you want to use them for, hand-painted bookmarks and bags. We're going to be working on jewelry and home decor and just so many different items, but all of these are going to be handcrafted and handmade. Nothing is going to be sublimation or like mass produced or anything like that. And most of our stuff is limited edition because it's going to be handcrafted, and not one item is going to be the same exact as another item, if that makes any sense. So that's a new journey the Lord has sent me down, and that doesn't mean I'm quitting my YouTube channel. I'm by far definitely not doing that. YouTube is a space where I feel like the Lord has me as well. In my main thing I feel like the Lord has me doing through my YouTube channel is offering prayer. I feel like that's just something the Lord has put on my heart, and so that's why I ask you guys in every video that if you're in need of prayer to let me know, because I truly do love saying prayers for you guys, and I just feel like that's something the Lord has led me to do. So I just wanted to give you that life update and just kind of share these things with you and kind of, let you know what's going on and all the good things. So let's go ahead and jump on into the indoor garden tour and the outdoor garden tour, and then I will be sharing with you what we're doing for some homeschool workbooks and kind of what I was doing to get my daughter prepped for school, and then what I'm going to be doing when my daughter is in school, working with my son to get him ready for school the following year, because he is a year behind her. He's a year younger than her, so this year she'll be in preschool, next year he'll be in preschool, and she'll be in kindergarten. But I like to go ahead and do workbooks and things like that with them to go ahead and get them ready for that when that time comes. So let's go ahead and dive on into all of that. Okay, so I kind of wanted to share just a indoor garden update with you. You can see how the chives are doing. They're doing so good. They're getting so big. And the dill is doing so good too, getting really tall and just going all over the place. And then we have the thyme down here. The thyme is getting really big. It's kind of compact, but that's okay because everything else has gone wild. And then the lettuce. This lettuce has just absolutely gone crazy. It's like over the edge, as you can see. So fluffy. I've had to lift the light on it, and right now, because of the energy charging 50% more, I have the light actually running at night and just letting it get natural light during the day. But oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. This thing is so much fun. So if you get the chance to check out one of these, definitely take the opportunity. So for the outside garden, we have this separate container that has the basil in it, and the basil is looking so good. We also have some parsley over here that is looking really, really good. And then we have the oregano. I think the oregano looks good. I'm not really sure why there's some darker leaves. I'm just thinking maybe some sun stressing, but if any of you know, let me know. I have some lavender over here. I'm not expecting that to do too much this year. And then we start with a row of tomatoes. The first two tomatoes here are Romas, and then the last tomato in this row is a big beef tomato or beefsteak. I think it's a big beef. But we have one of the bigger ones, and then I do end up having 3 Roma tomatoes, but I'll show you the other one in a minute. They didn't all fit over here, but this is the little tomato area, and then we come around to the front, and there's actually that extra space there, which I'm going to put the cucumbers that you'll see at the end in that extra space, but this is just regular everyday like salad cucumbers here. And then in the back here are my beans. I went ahead and soaked some seeds and then planted them, and they sprouted out those 3 little plants. They're little bush beans. I'm so excited. This is a lady bell pepper. It's got some flowering on it, so I'm so excited. And then this one is another lady bell, and it actually has a little pepper down there, if you can see that little pepper. And then I have some regular green kale, and then I have purple kale as well. I'm excited to be able to freeze that and add that to soups and things like that. And then when I originally bought this, for some reason I thought I was buying broccoli, but I bought cabbage or not cabbage, cauliflower. So that's okay. But this is a zucchini plant. The older leaves are dying off, but that's okay because they were started in the house, but the rest of them look healthy. So that's a zucchini plant. That one is a summer squash, and then this big one is a big zucchini plant as well. This one has just taken off and flourished like no other. It's like taken up the whole space. But you can see it's got some growth points down in the center I'm so excited about. And then we have some sweet onions here. This is the other Roma tomato. There's actually two planted together, and then the other onion back there. And these cucumbers up here are the ones that I was talking about I ended up moving, but this is the peppermint, looking pretty decent. Some browning on the leaves, but again, I just think that was sun stressing. But if it isn't, somebody let me know that might know. But these cucumbers are not doing so hot in this pot, so I actually up potted these after the video and put them in the actual garden bed where that empty space was, because they were just not living their best life in here. And I actually bought them in this, so I'm not sure why it's not living its best life, but it wasn't. So I figured I will put it in the garden bed and see what it does, because it has little pickles on it and it's my pickling cucumber plant. So I really wanted to get this going so I can make pickles. But then over here by our rock wall, I absolutely love this rock wall. It's so beautiful. It has a bunch of honeysuckle growing here. This honeysuckle was here when we moved in, but it has flourished over the years and got so much bigger. There's so much you can do with the honeysuckle, and I'm excited to harvest some of that and do some things with that. And then these mulberries, I'm really hoping to get some mulberries off of this year. Of course, leaving some for the birds, but this mulberry tree actually came up one year, and it wasn't here when we moved in. It came in about 3 years ago, and it has just flourished. It's absolutely huge now, and I actually told my husband to cut it down because we didn't know what it was at first, and it was just huge and in the way, and it blocked a lot of natural light from our bedroom. But we found out it was a mulberry tree, and so I said keep it. But that is it for the garden tour. Okay, so on to the portion of the books that I use for my kids for early learning before school. These are all things I've done with my daughter and I plan to do with my son when she's in school. But to start, we have the Usborne First Wipe and Clean Shapes and Patterns. So there's just, a whole bunch of different shapes and patterns in here and things that they can learn how to draw and trace. And then another one from Usborne, just a first drawing. And so we do those to kind of just help them learn how to draw and just pen control. And then we have the numbers book, coloring vegetables and fruit, and then just like a little, coloring and sticker book. So we kind of go through those. We have writing your numbers. You can wipe, clean, and erase, things like that. So we have that one that we work through. And then we have this like preschool paint, stick, learn book that just has a bunch of different things in it. We got like some pre-K, preschool stickers. You can stick things on the areas that they go. And then over here are just some other books. I'm trying to pull them out with one hand. But like alphabets and things like that. So just a whole preschool workbook kit that we can work through. So that is something we work through, and I usually let her pick what one she wants to do from time to time. And if she picks the same one every time, we'll pick a different one. But we also do the wipe, clean letter tracing book, and this one you can trace words, you can trace letters. Like you can see come, go, said, she, have, look, fish, duck, bird, owl, we, do, us, and you can see she's done some of these. Sometimes I just let her kind of like free reign and do it on her own, and that's why sometimes you can see just some drawings because she just gets to drawing on it and stuff, which is fine. She's looking at it and doing a lot of the stuff, so this is just something else we work through. But these are all the books we've been using for preschool at home.